Let's explore Schminke's Tundra Violet, a super granulating pigment that fractures into soft blues and muted browns, perfect for misty landscapes and subtle atmospheric effects. Today I want to talk to you about Schminke's Tundra Violet. This is a really interesting color. It's part of their Horde series of super granulating paints. It's made of PB29, which is ultramarine blue, and PBR9, which is Mars brown. And when you put this down on the paper, this color is really thick and dark out of the tube. What I'm doing first here is I'm going to do a graduated wash. I'm going to go from dark to light, and I'm letting gravity move the water downhill a little bit. I've got the paper tilted up a little bit. And I'm starting dark at the top. I'm going to rinse off my brush, and I'm come back with just more water. In the dark values, it doesn't do a whole lot, but when you start to lighten it up into those mid and light tones, that's you're really going to start to see separation between the ultramarine blue and the Mars brown. I'm just going back, rinsing off the brush again, coming back with cleaner water, making this a nice graduated wash from dark to light. This color doesn't streak too much. It's actually pretty easy to get a graduated wash. And then I'm zooming in here. You can kind of start to see that color separate in the paper. It takes a few minutes because when you put it down initially, it looks really ugly. You have to give it a couple minutes. Then when you do go back into it, you see that the colors have separated quite a bit. Now for this next wash, what I'm doing is I'm going into here and I want to make like a medium value wash evenly across this whole section here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try to see if I can get these colors to separate. Since these are made of two different pigments in the same tube, sometimes you can get the colors to separate in the paper. Sometimes you can't, but that's what I'm experimenting around here with. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get this wash even across the whole surface. And I'm doing this with the paper flat, of course, because I don't want gravity moving things. Once the color has kind of soaked into the paper for a few minutes, I'm going to come back in with a little bit of water, drop the water on top of the already wet paint and see if that separates the colors. And that's what I'm doing right now is I'm getting my brush prepared with some clean water here. I'm come back into here, drop that water in here in just a second. Come on, anticipation. There we go. All right. Trying to see if it blossoms a whole lot. When I drop water into here, the ultramarine blue is already soaked into the paper. The Mars brown does separate on top of the paper a little bit. This is not what I would call a great blossoming color. It does a little bit, but the ultramarine blue soaks into the paper too fast. These colors are very staining though, so once they're on the paper, you're not going to be able to get them off very easily. If you're looking for granulation, these are definitely colors you want to use. If you want to be able to remove it later, take it off the paper. Most of these colors, by the super granulating colors, don't pull off the paper very easily, but they do wonders with granulation. So you can see here it does a little bit of a blossoming effect. I'd give it like a 3 out of a scale of 10, with 10 being the ones that really blossom very, very well. For this last test, what I want to do is I'm coming into here and I'm putting down like a light valued wash. And then I'm going to go back into here and I'm going to do some water blossoms again. I want to see if this shows up a little bit more in those lighter values. I was curious as to whether when you lighten up the color and get it thinner, if it was more Mars brown or more of the ultramarine blue, because sometimes you can really see these colors separate in your palette. So I just was curious to see if it was washed out a little bit more, if it picked up one or the other pigment a little bit more. It still seems to be relatively even, so I put the water down there, go back and hit it with some water and see if we get some separation. And every time I say that, I think to myself, you gotta keep them separated, which is that old Offspring song, which I love. Now I'm gonna get sued by the Offspring. Oh well, they can take the $20 I have in the bank. Now I'm drying off the paper just a little bit. I'm going to drop more water in this to see if I can control this water blossom a little bit more. As you can see, it does create little blossoms. These aren't huge. With strong staining, extreme granulation, and beautiful color separation, Tundra Violet is perfect for moody landscapes and textured washes. The color is amazing, or as they'd say in German, Die Farben sind doch ausgezeichnet. And if you enjoyed this content, please hit subscribe. If you're interested in all the materials used in this painting, check out the YouTube description below. Thank you for watching, and happy painting.